Hey y'all. Okay, so this is Editing Mandy. What you're about to watch is a portion of the video that I cut out of my 17th week update for Manjaro, and I'm talking about my VSG surgery as well, and what led me to choose a GLP-1 after having weight loss surgery. And I got on there and I just started talking, didn't realize how long I was talking, and it just got out of hand. I know, right? Me? But what you're about to hear me talking about, as you can probably already tell by the title, but just because there's no confusion because of how it's going to start out, I was saying that you'll have all sorts of people tell you all sorts of things, and the number one thing that I hear is, well, you won't have loose skin if you just intermittent fast. And so I thought that I left that part, me saying that, on the video, but I didn't. So sorry, that's my TV. It really wouldn't have made any sense unless I got on here real quick and told you that that was what I was talking about. Okay, so I'll let you get to the rest of the video, and if you've not done so already, go ahead and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. It's free of charge to you, and give this video a thumbs up. Also, completely free to you, and it really helps my channel out. I'm trying to grow my channel. I started my YouTube channel 4 years ago, and it's been really slow. Like, I'm still under 1,000 subscribers. And I know that it's because I do videos about multiple things, and I don't just stick to one thing. As far as, I can tell from the research, it's why, the algorithm really don't push out my videos. But if you just like and subscribe, that will encourage the algorithm to show my videos and my face to more people on the tube. And I thank you bunches for doing that, as I would tell my grandkids. Alright guys, enjoy the video and hope everybody's well. Bye. Okay, so to me, weight loss surgery is a form of extreme fasting and forced portion control. And I hate to say it like that, but it's just what it is. And so, I'm going to look down at these notes so that I try my best to stay on track. Loose skin is a common side effect of weight loss. So you really got to kind of pick your struggle. Like, do you want, and if you're young, then your skin has a greater chance of bouncing back. But when you're pushing almost, when you're almost 50 years old, girl, we've probably passed that point, okay? And we're going to have to look into some other things just for some improvement, okay? It's a common side effect when losing a large amount of weight. If you're younger, like I said, you have a higher chance of your skin retracting on its own. But just because you might be 20, 25 years old doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to. Other things that play a part in that, and it's going to determine that, is how long have you been overweight? How much sun exposure have you, had? Because that damages your skin. What have I said here? How long were you overweight? How much were you overweight? Sun exposure, how old you are, all those things. Genetics. Some people say that plays a role. I'm not really sure. Again, I'm not a health professional. I don't know if that plays a role necessarily or not, but I've heard several doctors say so, and then I've heard one or two maybe say no, it's just how you yourself take care of your skin. But I feel like, that kind of can come into play with all the other things that they say are genetic. But I mean, again, that's a rabbit trail that I won't go down. Smoking can play a role. That ish can age you. And I was a smoker, a long time smoker, and I can't remember how many years now, but I'll pop it on the screen, how long I smoked, and how long it's been since I quit. Your skin, as you age, just doesn't have the elasticity and the collagen. It doesn't produce the collagen that it produced once upon a time. And those things start to decrease at the age of 25. And I think it's like 2% each year after the age of 25, if I'm not mistaken. Your collagen production starts to decline. And the menopause. As if it don't up enough stuff. It plays a role on that too. The loss of estrogen affects your skin, the elasticity, just the suppleness, and how well your skin is going to bounce back, the texture of your skin, all the things. I did write this down. During the first 5 years of menopause, a woman's skin loses around 30% of its collagen. That might not sound like a lot, but when you're living in the skin that's losing it, it feels like a lot, okay? So, that is a natural part of aging that we really, I'm not going to say we can't do anything about it. It's going to happen, but there are things that we can do to help it. You can do hormone replacement therapy. There's creams and things to help with estrogen and the effect on your skin. The jury is kind of split as far as collagen topically. Most people say that the molecules of collagen are just too large to be absorbed through your pores. And I've done some research on that, looked at some pictures and graphs and all the things. And I would say that's probably what I lean towards too. Again, I'm not a professional, but I can look at the comparison of, these graphs that I found and see that, that's probably not happening. That's probably not getting soaked up. So, do your own research with these things too, by the way. Don't take what I'm saying and run with it because, again, I'm not an expert. Some of the things that we can do to help, stay on top of our vitamins. Of course, wear your sunscreen. Some of the vitamins that will help, studies have shown that they help, not completely erase or prevent, are vitamins C, A, D, and retinoids. Retinoids are derivatives of vitamin A. That is like, what is it? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The retinoid that is the most popular one. I have it. Tretinoin. My skin just can't tolerate it. I think the one I have is just too high of a dose. And I keep forgetting to ask my doctor for a lower dose. But it helps with cell turnover and your increase of collagen production. Again, it doesn't put you back to where you was at when you was 22, honey. But anything that's going to help with some improvement, sign me up. I'm here for it. How long I've been talking? Okay. Sorry, I'll try not to do that. And also collagen supplements. The jury is split on that. For the same reason, because it's an absorption thing. But if that collagen supplement is broken down into smaller amino acids, those can be absorbed. So make sure when you're choosing your form of collagen that you look at that and just do your research before you spend your coins on it, okay? So the supplements that you're going to get is not actually collagen, but they're components. That's the word I was looking for. I have it written down here. Of collagen that are already broken down into absorbable form. Some other things that a lot of people claim that help, and I have done a few of these in the past, but I didn't stay consistent with it for long enough to say that it made a difference, but I plan to. But I don't want to do everything at once and kind of like make my skin angry, so to speak. One of those things are microneedling. Now, a lot of people say that's not something that you should do at home because of the risk for infection and this and that. I get that. But if you just take precautions and be careful what you're doing. I'm not telling you to do it, but I'm telling you that you might be okay, as long as you're not like going out and scooping the dog stuff up out of the yard and then coming straight in and going in on your face with some needles and creams without washing your hands and putting some gloves on. Like, don't do that. Sanitize everything, wash your face, let it completely dry. Do your research about all the things that you're putting on your face, and just be careful. So, but there are things that you can get along those lines, actually on Amazon, but I'm not going to go any further into that. There's enough videos on the tube to help you with that, and I don't want to steer you wrong and have somebody coming back to me and being like, bitch, the left side of my face fell off because of what you said. So I'm not doing that. Retinols can help because of the whole thing with this. They increase cell turnover speed and rate. And I already said that. It can help with crepiness on your body. Most people, when they use it and just thinking about, they just think about their face. But after losing a large amount of weight, your face probably ain't the only thing that's sagging. Definitely not the only thing that's sagging over here, okay? I don't even want to think about it. At this point, I'm like, where can I get that in a 5-gallon bucket? So, but it's okay. I'm not freaking out over the loose skin how I probably would have 15 years ago. Because, again, it's just like, pick your struggle. You know, because if you're of a certain age, you're probably going to have some loose skin if you lose a bunch of weight. Do you want to deal with the loose skin? Or do you want to fill that loose skin back up with fat and be unhealthy? I'll take the loose skin, do what I can to help improve it. If worse comes to worse, I just won't wear sleeveless tops. Not that I care about what anybody else thinks about the loose skin. It's how I feel about the loose skin and how it makes me feel. Like I said, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm 48 years old. I never gave a rat's ass about what anybody thought about much of anything. I'm not going to start now. So I just look at it like this. If you feel good, if you've got some loose skin on your arms, on your thighs, on your belly, if your booty ain't sitting where it used to, if the baby feeders, I've got 4 kids and breastfed all of them, they ain't sitting where they used to, but that's okay. I can buy a bra that will put them back up there where they used to be if it really bothers me that bad. Just cover my arms up, wear longer shorts if it really bothers me that bad. But if it don't bother you, girl, wear the shorts, wear the tank tops, wear the bikinis, wear a comfortable bra, for God's sake, if that's even such a thing, because I mean, let's be honest. And don't worry about what other people think. Again, I don't like to show my arms, not because I'm worried about what anybody else is going to think about it. It's because of how it makes me feel. So I just wanted to clarify that. And I don't look at other people who might have some loose skin on their arms and notice it. I don't even pay attention to that. And anybody that is paying attention to yours, hopefully they're not in your circle of friends, because if they are, you might want to hit the eject button on it. And I'm having a hot flash. I turned the air conditioner off in here because of the noise. I'm upstairs and we don't have a split unit in our house. But honestly, these air conditioner windows are better than the central air. I'm being honest. Okay, so that was my rabbit trail for this video. Now, some other things that can help. Strength training. I already mentioned that helped me before. I have more loose skin now. I don't think that is going to completely diminish the appearance of the loose skin. And I might, if I can work up my nerve, include some pictures here at the end when I do my what I eat of some of my loose skin. I have took before pictures of before I had weight loss surgery. I think I still have those. I hope I still have those on my computer. But I took pictures before I started Mounjaro, and I plan to take pictures when I hit my goal weight that the BMI charts say that I'm supposed to be. Just for shits and giggles, I want to see what I look like at 145. That puts me in a normal weight range, and it is the very last number in that category. I attached that to my last week's update. You can go check that out for those numbers. And then I'm going to start working on adding some lean muscle. So I have a process that I'm going through, and I'll share more about that in a separate video. I've got a plan laid out, which is something that I've not went in depth with in the past, and I think that's where I failed with, well, a lot of things, so we'll just leave that there. Okay, so strength training will help, because, you know, if you have the loose skin here and you build muscle, well, that muscle is, oh, there's some skin. Y'all can see that. Is it back wings waving at you? The muscle is going to fill that in some. But now, as you can see, let me just go ahead and show you my arm. You can see, like right here, is the line on my actual arm. Now, it's not firm, so that's still some fat. Even though I have lost over 100 pounds, I'm not fat-free like we was in the 90s, as far as our food goes. You can see that line right there. That is skin. Now, if I would go have the arm surgery, bled through, no, that's the eyes. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The arm surgery, I feel like I would still be bugged by the scar that would be from there to there. And because this skin goes to my elbow, if I'm not mistaken, I think some people have a little scar right there too, where they come around. And so I feel like I'll just be trading one thing off for the other. So that's not something that I'm really concerned about, or even, you know, have the desire to look into today. Not today. Maybe, I'm not going to say that I don't down the road, because obviously I'm not against plastic surgery. I done had a tummy tuck over here, y'all. But as you can see, I don't think I will build my arms up enough to completely fill that in. But I may be able to build them up enough to where I don't feel as self-conscious about maybe going to the grocery store in a tank top or something. So, your diet. There, you can increase your chances of your skin improving with a healthier diet that includes protein, because if you're building, especially if you're building muscle, if you are working towards adding some lean mass to fill that in like I showed you, let me use your words, Mandy, use your words. Protein helps support the muscles in your body. It'll help you to build that lean muscle. My glasses keep sliding because I'm sweating. Hydration. If your skin's hydrated, it just looks better overall. Since being on a GLP-1, it's been more of a struggle for me to get my water in, like the early days after weight loss surgery. In the early days after weight loss surgery, we are really discouraged about eating and drinking at the same time, because there's just not room in our sleeve for both. And even though, you know, both are important, food and water, you have to be really strategic with your timing. And for anybody that has had gastric sleeve, then you know already. But if you're here for the Mounjaro update and you've not had gastric sleeve, this might be something that you want to incorporate, and something that I'm going to have to get back into the habit of doing. I would set alarms on my phone as reminders for me to drink water. You know how I have it. Don't come for me in the comments, but I have Samsung. I'm not an Apple, or I won't say it. I have MacBook, and I'm actually starting to love that thing. I'm not an iPhone girly, okay? I like my Samsung. So I'm not sure how it is on an iPhone, which is what the majority of y'all watching this probably have. But I can set my timer, and I can't show you because I'm actually, this is my Samsung here. So I'll set the alarm, or no, I'm wrong, timer for 15 minutes. Now this is what I would do between meals. And once that alarm goes off, I will just hit restart. I can just hit restart. And I'm going to say it's probably like that on your phone too. I won't have to go in and reset a whole new timer. I can just keep hitting that restart button every 15 minutes. But then when it's about time for me to eat something, I would change the 15 minutes to 30 minutes. And then I would know, I need to eat. And then hit that restart on that button for 30 minutes again. Then after that, swig how much ever water I could get in, it went back to the 15 minutes, and I would just keep hitting restart. So anybody who thinks that weight loss surgery is the easy way out, no, you're wrong. I said what I said. So I'm going to get back into the habit of setting those timers on my phone, because I know that I'm not hydrated the way that I should be. I can tell a difference in my skin. I have had dry mouth for the first time in, well, since the early days after weight loss surgery, when it was really hard to get in enough water, because as soon as I could drink all the water, honey, your girl was on top of that water, because I was dead set that I was not going back to that hospital in 2020 with everything that was going on over dehydration, getting hooked up on an IV bag, and coming home with something that I didn't arrive with. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So hydration was probably my main focus over food during those days. Now, I don't plan to make it my main focus over food now with GLP-1, but I definitely have to make it more of a priority. And so that's what I'm going to use the timers to do. So that's an idea. And then there's the non-invasive procedures that you can do. I already mentioned one, like the microneedling. There's radio frequency, laser treatments. You can have those done in office if that's something that you want to spend the money on. And things that you can do at home are the topicals and red light therapy. And you can have red light therapy done in a doctor's office. The ones that you can do at home obviously are not going to be as potent or as strong, but do your research on those. Again, I done the research before I bought the one that I had, and there was several doctors that actually reviewed those, and then there was some people that done some studies on different ones. Of course, you're not going to get the results at home. It's going to take longer, but it's not going to hurt anything either, other than, maybe your pocketbook a little bit, but I can honestly tell the difference in the overall just appearance and feel of my face when I slack on using my red light therapy. And surprisingly, other people notice it too. They don't say anything when I can see that, I need to get back on with using my light. But when I am consistent with it, people compliment my skin, and that's the difference that they see, of course. And they probably see the difference that I'm not using it, but they ain't saying nothing. But I don't care if they did. Again, it's whatever. I don't let other people's opinions of me determine how I feel about me or what bugs me or bothers me, good or bad. And then I mentioned the estrogen. If you're a woman of a certain age, again, those supplements that I mentioned can sometimes help. Again, all these things are depending on the amount of skin you have. There's no cream on planet Earth, okay, that is going to make that. Look at that. Look at that. I stopped waving at you 5 minutes ago. And this is still waving at you. there's not a cream on planet that's going to make that disappear, okay? That is going to require the work of a plastic surgeon. But there could be some creams out there that might help, supplements that might help, things that you can do that might help, or that I could do. If you're a woman of a certain age, girl, let me tell you one thing to do. And I started getting people started really, within about 2 weeks of me doing what I'm about to tell you. I'm gonna say about 2 weeks. A lot of people noticed a change in my skin, on my face, because that's the only place that I've used what I'm about to tell you. But we're about to expand our horizons, or our borders. If you are a woman of a certain age, talk to your girly doctor. She will have no problem writing you some estrogen cream. Put the cootie cream on your face. Put your coochie cream on your face. That's what I'm telling you to do. Y'all, it's estrogen. Loss of estrogen is when we really, really start to see that sagging. Usually around here. Y'all can see I got some right there. Again, it's not going to completely take care of that, but anything that's going to help improve it, that the fine lines, the wrinkles, it's, you know, it's a combination of all the things. Okay, for as far as your face goes, like y'all know about the Botox and this and that, and but Botox even is not going to, it ain't gonna do nothing for that. So it's really a combination of things, in my opinion, for myself. Now, if you're just gung-ho on all natural and your skin not bother you, then go on with your bad self. Go on, roll with that. Save your money on all this stuff that I'm talking about, and I'll strive to be in your same mindset, but I ain't there yet. I want all the things, okay? But yeah, the estrogen cream on your face makes a difference. Bible. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Bet. 2 weeks. People started saying things about my skin, asking me what I was doing different about my skin. I was like, well, it's coochie cream. Excuse me, it's what? It would be another female, obviously, or I shouldn't say obviously, but we tend to be the ones that compliment, you know, on things like that. So since I started doing that, and the number of people that have since then messaged me on Facebook, like, girl, I got my coochie cream, I'm starting today. Been like 6 women, and they haven't reported back to me yet on, you know, how they're liking it or how it's going. I might reach out to them today, actually, see how it's going. But yeah, they went and got their coochie cream and they're putting it on their face. So there's an idea. So that's my just little sharing with you about my take on the loose skin since weight loss. But again, for me personally, it's a choice of what do I want to deal with? Do I want to deal with the loose skin or filling it back in with fat? Hello. We're just gonna go with that.